Hey guys, episode 5. Myself and Levi will be on the panel tonight. Fresh from Melbourne, we had Levi who competed in the Commonwealth Games Trials. Tune in.
Hi guys, welcome back to our 5th episode. So joining me on the panel today is Coach Benny again. We've got Coach Paul and one of our top amateur boxers, Levi Langham. So over the weekend, just gone, Coach Paul and Levi went to Melbourne for the Commonwealth Games Trials, where Levi drew the number 1 seed in your division and unfortunately just fell short. His opponent then went on to win his ticket to, is it the Commonwealth Games?
Yep, Commonwealth Games.
Won his ticket to compete at the Commonwealth Games.
Congratulations to Callum Peters.
Well done, mate. So, Levi, first, have you fought him before?
Yes, I have. About just short of a year ago, I fought him. I was a completely different boxer. I started off really good. I beat him in the first round, but I just tired myself out. I think I was too excited. And I ended up unfortunately getting stopped in the second.
This was in the first fight.
This is in my first fight, and in the second one for the trials for the Commonwealth Games, way better. Everyone went up to me. They said, proud of you, congratulations, you did well. And Coach Paul, you saw an improvement, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you with him in the first fight?
Yes.
When they first fought?
Yeah,
so big difference?
Yeah, I would say as a coach, I'm always looking for performance. And I think overall, he performed better in the second fight. So that's what you want to be doing anyway. Every fight, if you're fighting the same person, you want to be getting better every single time and improving. Yeah.
Yep. And this was your first time stepping into the elite men's?
Yes. First year elite. First year without headgear. It actually wasn't too bad. I didn't feel the power. I think I must have evolved from sparring Benny Hussein all the time.
Yeah.
Taking all them shots.
Because how old are you now?
18.
And how old is Callum Peters? Not too sure. He's
he's
19.
maybe second year elite.
Yeah,
So he might be 19 or 20.
20.
Yeah. And you feel so you got stopped. We've all been
in
stopped.
the first fight, yeah.
Oh, the first
in
fight.
the first fight.
So
and
then
in
the second one, it was all good.
Yeah, went the full distance. I came. Do you reckon I came back stronger? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say that in the third round was probably his best round.
Yeah, nice.
He just came back a lot more stronger than what he normally would. So
Yep.
big
What
improvements
was working? In the fight just gone, is Callum Peters just a gun? Is he just
I would
high
say-
work rate or what?
I would say the second time around, Levi was actually a lot better at mid to close range. At long range, it wasn't working as well, which is from the first fight. He was actually better at long range and not so good at mid to close range. So it actually changed a little bit this time around. Yeah.
Okay.
The fight was just a little bit different. So.
Yeah, you might have been working on long range from
could
last
have
fight, and I've been working on short range, so it's flipped the script. Yeah.
So is he going straight to the Com Games now?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens in Australia. You win the Aussies and you go straight to the Com Games. So it's not like the Olympic qualifiers where you got to go and qualify again through Asia with the Commonwealth Games and the World Championships, I'm pretty sure. Once you win Aussies, away you go, yeah.
Straight through. Where's it held?
Birmingham, is it?
Yeah,
Birmingham, yeah.
2020 or 2022?
2022, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. But you feel like you're okay now just with all that new experience?
It was definitely good to hang around there with. It's a whole different sort of vibe compared to a normal at home sort of local tournament.
Yeah.
It was just good to see the judging, the difference in how they judged, how they thought, and how everyone else fought.
You feel
it's a different level. Going to the Australian titles, especially as an elite, you can go there as a schoolboy, junior, and a youth, and that's still a bit of a kid tournament. But the elite Aussies, that's the real deal. But by asking, is Callum a gun? They all are at that level because they've won their elite state title.
Yeah.
So they're the best in their state. So the competition at those tournaments is very eye-opening for someone that's having their first time as an elite as well. So, just quietly, how good's this plover in the background? Something's going on there. That plumber's getting abused. Plumber is on fire.
Oh man, Coach Paul, going to that level, elite level, amateur boxing. This was the trial for the Com Games. How did you feel, like even just being there? Because you're at that level now as a coach.
Different experience. Obviously the level is a lot higher, I think for me it's just experience, just learning off different coaches. Sometimes just holding a bucket and sitting in the corner, you can learn a lot from just listening to what other coaches are saying to other athletes as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you say, because you're one of the youngest or inexperienced coaches, being at something like that?
Yeah, I would say I was probably one of the youngest ones there.
And just having, I guess, the mindset of just wanting to learn and absorb it all is really pretty much the way to go.
Yeah, so for me, if I'm going on these trips, it could be overseas or different states, I always try and make sure that I've learnt something. If I've gone on a trip and I've learnt one thing, then the trip for me is all worth it. Obviously, anything more than that is even better. Yeah. So I absorb as much information as I can from coaches, from refs, judging, whatever it is, boxers. Try and draw as much information as I can, and then I sort of use that to my advantage.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
One day you'll be one of the GOATs.
Well, he already is. But that's so true when you go to those tournaments. I mean, I know going to Aussie titles and sitting beside Mark Wilson and Alan Nicholson Jr. and these guys, and they're from our state, so I'd always try and make sure that I was in the corner with those guys.
Yeah.
When they had a boxer, I mean, as I said, just holding the bucket, it's fine because the way they talk to their boxers, they've been there and done it all around the world.
Yeah, nice.
There's many more than those two as well, but even from other states, when say someone like Joel Keegan's in a corner or Nashi or Jamie Pittman, these kind of guys, I'll try and sit near them, and I'm not even watching the fight. I'm just watching the way that they're conducting themselves in the corner and what works and what doesn't work for them, and trying to put that into what I do, and so just Coach Paul does the same, even at local tournaments. Nice. I found myself the other night sitting there watching Jacob NG fight. I was pretty much just watching Stephen NG, to be honest, and the instructions that he was giving Jacob and the way that they communicated. So as a coach, you're not sitting there glued to the fight. You can always watch the fight back, but you can't get that time back watching a coach in the corner.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very important.
That's that magic moment, because you only get that when it's in that fight moment.
Yeah, and listen to the way that he was talking to Jacob. He was saying some really good stuff that I took on board, and yeah, he's a good coach. Those kind of guys at that level, you know, they're spitting out fire to their guys. They know their guy. They know what they need to do. They know how to deliver it. It's very important as a coach to make sure that you're learning like that.
Yeah, nice. And so when you're in the middle of the fight, you know, and you can kind of feel someone like Cullen Peters having it over Levi, you're quick to make adjustments?
Yeah, so little adjustments. It depends. We had a plan going into the fight. I would say that the way the fight went was, so the plan we had, it actually all planned out how it was supposed to go. It just didn't come out quite our way, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we had a plan. We executed the plan. It just didn't go our way. The decision didn't go our way. So.
And this is the sport. Like, it's tough. And because how long have you been at All-Star now?
About 3 years, 3.5.
Where were you before? You
weren't I was in the mid-north coast in New South Wales.
Yeah. And did you have fights before you came to All-Star?
Yeah, but nowhere near as much. I had like 10.
Yeah. Your family pretty much moved here for your boxing, yeah?
Yeah, they try to tell me that they didn't, but it's the main reason why we moved up here.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you they did, because of all the places you could live in Australia, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't move to Launton. Oh, man. So, Levi, you're right. They moved for you. You are the golden child.
Dad tried to use the excuse of being near an airport. So he could go.
So he can go back to where he is. Where he lives. Yeah. So we moved to an airport so he can go back to where we moved from.
Because it's way better. Like amazing beaches.
Yeah,
and
I know.
breaks.
Yeah, where you come from, you were killing it in life, and now you're up at the back of Launton and getting your head punched in Monday to Friday like every other one in the gym. Yeah.
You're pretty much training full time now.
Yeah.
Pros during the day, amateurs at night.
out of school. So it's just I love it. It's just like boxing, eat, boxing, sleep. Pretty much it.
That's a big commitment from Levi as well, because he was very good at school. What were you finished in grade 11? Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and you were killing it at school, yeah.
Yeah, I was. And then just trying to mix boxing up with school, it kind of brought my grades down a little bit.
What, from an A+ to an A-?
from an A and a B to like B's and C's. I would have got A's and B's if I fully focused on school, but I had to make the pick. It was either school or boxing, and I chose boxing because you can go to get an education anytime in your life, but you got a certain age span where you're ripe for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been a big decision for your family.
Crazy. Try and catch
Get it, Levi, get it.
Hey.
Eat it. Oh, mate.
They get that protein. I need some muscle.
But yeah, that would have been a big decision for your family for you to come out of school in grade 11. And I know that you were a high achiever at school. So and that's not for everybody. We're not advising that. I mean, you've got to really want to make it your career when you do think of something like that. But obviously, you're on the right path at the moment. What I was going to say also, going to Australian titles at 18, fighting the eventual gold medalist, and really representing the club, yourself and your family really well. We're all very proud of you, but that's such a huge achievement. Not only are we proud of you, that is a huge achievement, because in years gone by, the gold medalist at the Australian titles in the 75 kilo division, these guys are, you're talking about freaks, absolute freaks, and you're 18, mate. Like that's amazing. That's a very big achievement. Yeah.
And yeah, the 75 kilo division was as heated. There was 11 people in the division, and as I reckon that'd be the 75 kilo would be the most skilled division from what I saw.
Yeah.
The lighter ones, they were pretty skilled, but I think the 75 was the most competitive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You really did good. We're all so proud of you.
Thanks.
And it's all development. End of the day, look at your age. Like, Vegas is young, so the fact that you're at this high level boxing, and mixing it with some of the best in Australia, and like Benny said, potentially win gold overseas. This is all the development you're getting, and the sparring and the training you're getting at All Star. Like, as these years click over, you're only going to develop on the fast track, really.
Well, yeah, it's good, like, because pretty much I'm the underdog, like, to the majority of people, and it's just good to have no stress or anything. I could go to the Commonwealth Games Trials, and no one would expect anything from me. I lose, nothing happens, but I win. It's a big thing.
Yeah, yep. Anything coming up?
Yes, this weekend, which it had already have happened by the time the video comes out. I've got a fight in Bundy, which is about 4 hours away. 80 kilos, so a division up. But Coach Paul, he's just matching me up with anyone, really.
So at this stage, I believe that Levi coming back from Commonwealth Trials, he's able to fight anyone in the 75 and 80 division. He has a skill set for it, so yeah.
And I need to, just for get as much improvement as possible, experience.
Yeah.
You kind of almost like coming back from the Com Game Trials, and example, when fighters come back from overseas, you come back a different person.
Yeah,
like it's like you've shed a skin, and you're now like a new evolved fighter.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that when I got back to training. It was either the boys were scared of me, or I was just able to slip their shots and they weren't doing anything.
Yeah, exactly right. They talk about in the pros, when you win a world title, it's you improve 20% when you do it straight away. So yeah, going to Aussies and coming back, I know that all the kids they lift. Yeah. They feel very good, and they perform a lot better.
Yeah. Cool. Well, man, like there's no shame in just losing to the potential gold medalist. He's going to go to Birmingham. So good on you, man. And you're representing All-Star like with the rest of us, and you're doing amazing, bro. And, I still struggle sparring, yeah. Like even though I'm more experienced, I'm still having troubles trying to just spar you in the ring. So, with your age and with the gym that you're at, you're only going to develop. So it's going to be cool. Boxing career you're going to have, I reckon.
Yeah, thanks. It's really helping mixing up with the pros.
Yep.
All these experienced fellas. it's good sparring you and Benny and all that. Benny Harrington sparring.
Don't spar, bro. That's not me. KFC all day. Joe Rogan podcast all night.
Cool. Well, again, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll bring you back on here again. Okay.
Yeah.
Plug yourself in.
I deleted my personal account, so ladies, don't hit me up. It's just boxing only. Levi Langham official _ASB.
Why does it say official? Is there some unofficials out there?
No, I think it's just a thing that people did back when I created the account. It's your official account.
That's it. Fair enough. Have you got a blue tick?
No.
So you're not
it's
official.
Not that official.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Sweet as.
Awesome.
Thank
Done.
you.